what are the biggest or general excuses and complaints you every day get from the students?
Procrastination.
Yes,
That
yes.
UK Rider 07, have you seen his last video?
I just heard about that.
Just
Yes.
because of mental stress. He has everything. He has money, fame, like more than 1 to 2 million subscribers are there. Everything is still mental pressure, man, because he doesn't have anybody to talk.
They give birth to a baby. They start treating them as a robotic machine. Right? They want results.
You want to do everything as per the modern society,
Right.
but you will not allow the same thing to your sister. Why? That's not fair. She has also gotten one life.
How to break this barrier? कि पढ़ाई का मतलब सिर्फ रूम में बंद करके खुद को उसमें लीन नहीं करना है, but it is also important to step out, socialize, connect, smile.
What kind of degrees are you doing? Degree is just a piece of paper.
Right.
You have cleared your JEE,
Right.
You have topped in that particular exam. What about your life? Another pressure, rejection from multiple jobs, right? They're not getting through any interview just because of the skill set they don't have. Awareness is zero. Acceptance is zero. Again, you're struggling and complaining. Like this, you will not gonna get anything in your life.
I'm very much concerned for this topic actually today, what I'm going to discuss, because it's for those people who suffer a lot. It's for those people who have a lot of pain in their lives. When they're born, just they, struggle to crawl. But the moment they get consciousness or conscious, they have to just go to the school and they have a lot of burdens of, academics. They carry the heavy bags and heavy books. And again, when they go to the college, they have this, problem of choosing the stream. Today, the topic I have chosen, I'm very much concerned for this topic because today I am going to discuss for those people who suffer a lot in their lives, who have a lot of pain, but rarely people listen to them and understand them because there is a huge expectation. There is a huge hope from them. When they are born, they just struggle to crawl. And little they grow, they are pushed to send to the school with heavy bags and books. And again, they go to college, they have problems and complexities of choosing the stream and exactly the department. And when they pass out from the college, they have again a burden, a problem, a competition, neck-to-neck competition of choosing a proper job and a career. And again, there is an unemployment issue. It's just, not about common people, but it's about, those students who suffer a lot in their lives. And ladies and gentlemen, today I'm not going to discuss on this topic exactly because today I have a very special guest who takes care after the students, who is very much devoted towards students, who teaches, trains, guides students. And she has been already the guest at our podcast in previous podcasts. And her podcast was appreciated a lot by so many students. We have Ratna ma'am. And first of all, I would like to welcome you, ma'am. Good morning, actually. How are you?
Good morning, sir. I'm great. Thank you. What about you? How are you?
I am doing absolutely great. You look so beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And first of all, I want to know that how your previous podcast was appreciated. What's the biggest appreciation, punchline, hook you got actually?
Actually, previous podcast was really appreciated from my family, friends, as well as students, especially when it talks about. Because everyone likes, see, it's all about my professional life where I generally do not discuss with my personal life. But when my family comes to know these kind of skills that do I have, so they really appreciated the same, right? So I'm on the right track.
Interesting. How do you see this podcasting like, I think it was your first podcast, the previous podcast,
Yes.
and you gave it a hit. You thought that, okay, why not, let's try this.
Yes.
How this podcast has contributed in your professional, personal life, mental status, that status in the society. What little shift you gained from this podcast?
See, actually, as per that podcast, initially I was not sure whether I was able to do that or not, but I just wanted to give it a try. So I just tried. Then later on, I realized that I do have multiple other things which I should try. That confidence came from that podcast. Now I can say that I am more confident when it comes to talking to the stranger, because when it comes to the first one, we met for the very first time and whatever conversation we had, that was a spontaneous own.
Right.
So from there, I come to know, okay, I'm more, you can say, proficient regarding my skill set. I'm coming to know, right, regarding my skill set, where I need to work upon. So after all, I read that I feel like, or I can say that confidence which I have gained from that podcast, I need to appreciate.
Our team also actually appreciated you a lot and they just complimented you. So that's why I'm just giving you their compliments and appreciation exactly.
Thank you.
For talking very insightful, insightfully exactly. Now I'm coming to the theme that we have today. Behind, as you have quoted, behind every smile, there is pain. इतना जो मुस्कुरा रहे हो, कुछ दर्द है जो हमसे छुपा रहे. So as you deal students, you train students, guide students, मुस्कुराते तो वो हैं, but what pain they carry in their lives.
Sir, there are multiple things which students are facing, whether you talk about a student of 8th grade, 12th grade, college students, or students who are struggling for their job profile. Everyone is facing multiple issues. First of all, if we'll talk about peer pressure, which is the most important thing. If we'll talk about 8th grade student, right? Again, he has the same issue, ma'am. Like if we'll talk about, ma'am, I'm facing these issues. My friends are getting more marks than me, but I'm not getting, even though they're playing games, video games, they're using social media, still they're getting. So this is becoming a, you can say, mental stress on them. And if we'll talk about college students, they do have multiple other things. People are posting, they do have better friend circle. I don't have. They do have better friends with whom they can talk and share their things. But right now I don't have. That's another pressure. Pressure from their parents. When will you get job? Another pressure. Rejection from multiple jobs, right? They're not getting through any interview just because of the skill set they don't have. So these kind of skill set or these kind of things are just creating a mental pressure on their mind.
Absolutely right. Now you have quoted and said about peer pressure, right? As we have been hearing since our childhood that our friends, our colleagues, our partners are there to support us, to push us, to encourage us. But again, peer is equal to pressure. Peer should be is equal to actually courage. It should be is equal to push, but it is a pressure.
Yes.
Why is it a pressure? I want to understand.
Because everyone is not your friend. What students say. They come up with this thing, ma'am, if we are sitting together, we are laughing together, we are having a social gathering, doesn't mean everyone is my friend. Nobody wants me to grow, right? They just want me to, you need to be like a little lower than me. If I am doing this certification, I will not let you know unless I will not be posting on LinkedIn.
Right.
When I'll be posting on LinkedIn, then you will be getting a chance to do the same certification. So how can you say that your friends will be doing these things? Friends will not be letting you know these kind of things. They will definitely ask you, okay, I'm going to do this thing. Will you able to? Or would you like to join with me? Let's do it together. So those kind of friends are missing nowadays. They do not want to come up with these things. They just want to hide each and everything from their friend. They want to get everything. So later on, I'll talk about this thing only. How can you say that they are getting friends? No friends. I don't feel like they are friends nowadays. They are more like a competition. I need to get everything. I'll be getting everything. I'm not concerned about any person. Even though that person is there with you from last 5 years or 10 years, no. I want a placement. I want a job. So I need to get it first. Later on, I'll just think about other people.
Is it just because कि मेरा घर अभी बना नहीं, मैं तो अपने आशियाने को बना रहा हूँ, तुम्हारा आशियाना कैसे बनाऊं?
Exactly.
So it may be because he's not that much secure. That's why he's so much concerned about himself. First of all, he's self-centered. And then he can think later on about other friends, right?
Self-centered as well as self-doubt is also there.
Okay.
If I let you know, maybe you're better than me in this skill set, right? If I'll let him know, maybe I'll be getting 80% in this and you will be getting 85%. You will get that internship and I will not get that internship. So that self-doubt is there. Self-centeredness will come later on. First of all, self-doubt is there. And self-doubt comes lack of self-awareness. They are not aware about themselves. Am I good in this thing? But he knows each and everything about his friend. He is very good in this thing. So I should not let him know this thing.
It's a very paining point that you have highlighted. I heard a line, at bottom, everybody is a competitor. At top, everybody is a collaborator. Now, for example, Ratna ma'am is collaborating with Happiness Institute, our Happiness podcast. So she's courageous, where she's showcasing her skills and she's not scared of this Happiness Institute or that's in Delhi or anything, or the many trainers are there in Happiness Institute, because she believes in herself. How to develop this belief system that I don't care about any competition?
Sir, first of all, for this thing, acceptance is really important, as well as confidence. If you have confidence, if you know that, okay, if I'm collaborating with you people, ultimately, I'm showcasing my skill set to the people. It's not only about your institute.
Right.
It's all about me. If I'll talk about if you're a 50% part of this podcast, I'm also the 50% part. Again, acceptance that is entirely missing in today's generation. They do not want to accept. They just want to trigger another person. Okay, how he can get this particular thing if I am not getting this thing? So they don't have acceptance in their life. Acceptance would be the main concern, I feel.
Acceptance is the main concern. How to develop this accepting strength and power?
Again, sir, it will not be coming overnightly, if I'll say. You need to work upon this thing. You need to be happy. Stop talking about other people. When you sit with somebody, why are you discussing other people? Why can't you discuss yourself? Again, self-awareness is zero. But you know each and everything about each and everybody who is there in your surroundings.
Right.
You need to sit and think about yourself. Just try to accept the things. Be optimistic in your life. Students are not at all optimistic. They always have some complaints. Her parents got a new car for her. Why not for me? Why my parents are not working for me? Why they're not getting this thing? Or another complaint, she has got an iPhone 17 Pro Max. I'm still just using 12 only. Why my parents are again complain? It is a never-ending thing. Today you have one complaint, tomorrow you will be having another thing, third day you will be having another thing. Unless you will not be accepting the things. She has gotten these things because she is from well-to-do family. If you are getting 12, maybe how much work hard your parents have done for that iPhone 12 only. Do you know that? Again, awareness is zero. Acceptance is zero. Again, you're struggling and complaining. Like this, you will not gonna get anything in your life.
Amazing.
Again, mental pressure will remain throughout your life.
Actually, it's a very, very insightful point that you have discussed. As I know, and we all know about exactly, the well-known or well-regarded and respected personality who was born in India, Rameshwaram, APJ Abdul Kalam ji. He used to study from, even Ugta Hua or Jalta Hua Charag, right? And he just broke all the records. Even now we have all the facilities. We have 24 hours light. We have 24 hours fan, AC. Yet we complain, as you said, that we have a complaining personality and giving excuses personality. And that excuse or that complaint hinders or that exactly, breaks us completely. How to develop that power and strength to not give any rubbish excuse and let's keep growing, let's keep achieving, let's keep driving higher. How to develop that power?
So unless you will not be concentrating upon your own growth,
Okay.
right? You will not be able to come over this complaint kind of a thing. You need to concentrate on yourself. Whatever, if there are 100 people with you only, you have 10 to 20 friends. They all are doing something and something. If you're just thinking about them only, when will you think about yourself?
That's true.
You do not have time for yourself. Instead of thinking and talking about them, just try to concentrate. Okay, what are the things which I need to get one particular internship? I need to work upon this certification. Let's do that now. If you are so much indulged with your growth only, I don't feel like you will be having anything to complain regarding anything. Unless you will not be concentrating in your own life, right? You have multiple things to complain.
You deal with the student. Students come to you. You train them, coach them. What are the biggest or general excuses and complaints you every day get from the students?
Procrastination
Okay.
is the biggest issue with the students. If I will be giving them one task, like last week only I have given them one task, I have opened a window for 3 days. On 4th day, they are coming, ma'am, we forgot. Why? So we thought we will be doing tomorrow, tomorrow, and tomorrow. So that tomorrow will never come. Na? So procrastination is the biggest problem. Second problem, the root cause of everything is your mobile phone.
True. Huh?
Just because of phone only, they are coming up with procrastination issues. They are not getting enough time. The screen time, the sleeping cycle is not proper. They are not getting enough sleep. They are having multiple assignments to do. Again, they're lacking in time management. Another thing is time management also.
Right.
Because they do not know. If you'll be daily in your daily routine, if you're spending 3 to 4 hours on mobile phone only, how will you manage your time for other things?
True.
How will you concentrate on your own growth?
Right.
Will you able to find out an internship for yourself? No, because you're not putting that effort in that only. We're just scrolling and sitting and scrolling the reels all the time. Then you're saying, ma'am, we didn't get time. Or will you get time? You need to take out that root cause of your all the problems on side. And I need to start working upon yourself.
That's true. So you see mobile is actually the main cause.
Yes, I do.
You do feel that. How much time do you use your phone?
And in the entire day, if I'll say 40 to 45 minutes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
My God. Just 40 to 45 minutes.
Yes. Well, I don't have time, sir.
You don't have time because you take care after productivity.
Exactly.
Huh?
I feel so. Instead of scrolling reels and all, I need to focus on my growth. Right? If I talk about right now, also I'm doing something and something. Recently, I have completed one internship. I'll not be saying internship. Like a financial technology program with the help of IIM Bangalore only.
Wow.
With 85%.
Are?
So yes, I feel like we need to see. If I have done my graduation 15 years back, at that point of time, these things were not there. But I want to learn. So instead of talking about people, why not to learn new things? So I have learned about financial technology, how we need to. We all are using UPI, how it actually works. Nobody knows. So I invested my time in that. I invested my 6 months. I have given my exam. Then I got my certification. So I got 85% in that.
Wow.
So I feel like that is more productive. Instead of talking about complaints, let's concentrate here.
Right, right. So there is also a complaint that so many people have flexibility, liberty, freedom to do a lot of things in their lives. But so many people are having actually problems. Like, root cause problem is financial issue. People complain a lot, right? Somebody watching our podcast, being in the village and rural, they may have a thought that, oh, maybe Ratna ma'am is there in Chandigarh, so she's there in the Union Territory. Mr. Abdullah is just in Delhi, so he is speaking like this. So this complaint would be hindering their mental ability and attitude. How do you see this?
Sir, if you remember, we have talked about mindset in our previous podcast. Again, I'll coming back to that mindset. What kind of mindset do you have? If you stick with one point, I need to complain for multiple things, you will be going with that too. If you have changed your mindset, okay, let's talk about growth. You will be finding number of ways to come with the growth only. There are multiple things available on internet where you're not supposed to come up with money only. Multiple things are free only. You need to search for that. You need to put some efforts.
Right.
Everything is available. All the resources are there, but you need to take out your time. Again, spend some time with yourself. What kind of interest do you have? See, when you'll be talking about your interest and when you will be investing your time in your interest, ultimately you are dealing with your mental stress too.
Right.
You are doing your things as per your interest. You are not talking about complaints and other things which are not relatable to you. So you would not be having any kind of mental stress, I feel.
That's absolutely true. So mental stress, mental attitude, mental dilemma, mental complexities, lot of mental, and we go mental.
Exactly. Recently, have you not seen that story of that YouTuber only?
Yes.
That UK Rider 07. Have you seen his last video?
I just heard about that.
Just
Yes.
because of mental stress. He has everything. He has money, fame, like more than 1 to 2 million subscribers are there. Everything is still mental pressure, because he doesn't have anybody to talk. If we talk about his partner, she's not there. If we talk about his parents, they're not there. If we talk about his sibling, he's not there. No one is there. Ultimately, who will be there? Who will be in the stress? You will be in the stress. Instead of talking about complaints, talk about your things. What are you feeling actually? Share your feelings with somebody so you will get that relaxation. So health is more important, what I feel. Even though it's a mental health, it's a physical health. Health is the most important thing. Sir, I have seen number of parents who do not take care about their kids. Can you imagine? I have somebody in my family only, if I'll say. So they were like, they pressurized their son to take medical.
Oh.
Somehow he was unable to talk about that or tackle those things. So if we'll talk about his mental health was ruined for a few years. So I feel like, why? If your son doesn't have any interest in these kind of fields, then why you're pressurizing? If we'll talk about my son, he's in 8th grade. My elder one is in 8th grade only. So he talks about this thing, Mama, I do not have interest in SST or Hindi. I said, okay, leave it. Previous month only, last month itself, in January only, he has gotten his math exam. So he has given his exam. He said, Mama, he was like in anxiety kind of situation when he came back. I said, what happened? He said, Mama, I was unable to complete my paper. I said, so what happened? Mama, I just attempted 50%. but I will be getting only 25 out of 50. I said, it's okay. Let's concentrate on that part, whatever you have attempted. Have you attempted all the questions? Like of 50%, if you'll take 10, Mama, I have attempted all my 50% question and all are correct. I know that. But what about that for 25% which I was unable to get? I said, it's okay. Concentrate on those things with where you are putting your efforts. When he has gotten his scores, he scored out exactly 25 out of 50. Means whatever he has attempted, that was perfectly correct.
Correct. Right.
So I appreciated. So he was in that situation. Mama will be scolding me for the same. I said, no, I will not be. Why? Because it's all about the time limit. You have gotten only 1 hour to solve 30 questions. If you're able to do only 15, but those 15 are perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine with me as well. So here, parents need to understand what is the actual mental condition of their students or their kids, if I'll say. But they don't. He is getting 100%. Why are you not getting 100%? If he can get, why can't you? See, IQ is different. Try to understand your kid. If you will not be understanding, then who will be understanding? Student, or if we'll talk about son, they will be just ruining their each and everything. At the age of this 14 or 15 only. If they will be taking study as a pressure, how will they manage the entire life? They will not be able to at all.
I'm also very much actually, concerned on this topic. That's why I think, because I have so much complaints to the parents. They give birth to a baby. They start treating them as a robotic machine, right?
They
They
do.
want results. And we're like, when are you gonna appreciate them, encourage them, lap them, cuddle them, and just give them a fist and bump? Yes, go and do. But again, you said a right point. I want to understand why this mentality is being shifted towards complaining, asking, expecting. Why the parents are being such situation actually.
Sir, they just try to tell them, we have already invested this much money on you.
Oh,
When will you return it?
acha. Haan.
I have seen parents as well. We have already invested 2 crores on you. Now we do not have money. Leave the house. Kindly go live where you feel like. We are hardly concerned with you. Can you imagine these kind of parents are there who are more concerned about money rather than their family, their kids? No, they are not concerned. Because they are coming up with these things. What I feel, sir, being a parent, it is my responsibility to take care of my son. Till the age of 18 or 20, I feel. After that, it is their life.
Right.
Right?
Right.
If we want liberty in our life, we want freedom in our life, in the similar way they do want. They do have one life. Let them do whatever they feel like. If they want to come in gaming industry, let them go. Just make them understand you need to be independent. You need to earn the way you want to. Go ahead. We don't have any kind of pressure on you like you need to do engineering only, you need to do gaming only. No, it's your life. Live on your own terms. We need to understand. I think we need to understand the relation is not about parent or kid. We need to just come up with the friend zone. Understanding should be there. Mutual understanding should be there. Unless we'll not be having mutual understanding, I don't feel like we'll able to understand our kids' own. Will not.
Right. So, those dictatorships, I could say that dictatorship wali parenting is actually emerging these days. That I have said straightforward this, you have to do this. I said this, you have to do this. So, and at some phase of life, they lose their babies. They lose their children. And those children become rebelled against their own parents.
They do.
And after that, they go out of control, even out of house too, and out of even lab too. So what is your message? Ki please samhal jao, otherwise you will leave your children.
Again, sir, pressure. Parent pressure is there. Just because of parent pressure.
Now from peer pressure to parent.
Parent pressure, exactly. Now, if I'll say a student who do not want to study, he just want to get into sports, why are you not supporting him? You need to. Now, being a parent is your responsibility. See, I'm also a parent. Being a parent, I can tell my kid, okay, bache, this is correct and this is incorrect. Till the age of 18. Later on, again, I'll be there. I'll be available for him throughout the life. But he needs to understand what is correct and what is incorrect. If he will not be understanding, then I don't feel like there is any responsibility of the parent. It's all about give and take. If parents are giving you time and making you understand this is correct and this is incorrect, you need to understand these things timely. Time is really important. If you'll be understanding those things at the age of 50, you've already wasted your entire life. What are you going to do with that? You will not be doing anything with that. Again, give and take, these things should be there. And again, making them understand these kind of habits should be inculcated since childhood only. We need to sit, we need to talk, we need to spend some quality time with them. We need to listen to them. It's not always about tell them. It's always about what they're actually feeling. We need to listen. We need to make them understand, okay, whatever are you feeling, is that correct or incorrect? Or will it be going in the market? Or if it will be going in future, will it going to help you someday? We need to tell them, ultimately your parents will be there for you. Wherever you will be, in any kind of problem you will be. But still, there are students who will be thinking, okay, we do have friends. We'll be investing our time in friends instead of investing our time with our parents, right? But again, we need to make them understand. Friends.
Parents, I think, may be concerned about their children or kids' immature mind, right? Because when the moment, like for example, a kid is there who is just 16 and he's saying that I want to be a sportman or I want to be a cricketer, I want to be a footballer. Then again, the parents see the scope of that. Oh, I think footballing, I think that will not pay you back and that will not help you to secure a proper job. So maybe parents are feeling insecure for the dreams what the children have seen. That's why they say that please just stop it or don't do it. Just do this. What do you think on this?
So again, if parents will be coming up with these things, again, pressure will be there. If pressure will be there, again, if I'll say my younger one, he is very much interested in football. So we always try to come with some academies and all. We try to take him to the matches as well. He plays in Chandigarh also from his school. Yes, he's a very good player actually.
Okay.
So we try to just whatever we
So
can.
he's just in 8th standard.
No, younger one. He's in 3rd standard.
Achha, he's in 3rd standard.
Yes, younger one. I have 2 kids. One is in 8th. Yes, another one is in 3rd.
Wow. And he plays football.
Yeah, he loves football. It's been, I think, 3 or 4 years. He became man of the match twice, man of the series once.
Wow.
So he's a very good player, right? His name is Ratna Arora. He would be happy if I'll be taking his name.
Ratna Arora.
Ratna Arora. So he's a good player.
Okay.
And my elder one, he's Ratna Arora.
Ratna Arora.
Yeah, he's very much he's a very knowledgeable person.
Okay.
And he knows better than me if I say his technical knowledge regarding, you can say, surroundings. He has more knowledge than me, I feel. Right. Sometimes I need to ask him.
Genital transfer or genetics, is it?
I don't know.
They are gifted or...
God gifted exposure. They are getting exposure, right? If I'll talk about myself, maybe if we didn't get that exposure, which nowadays kids are getting it.
Right.
So I feel like they are more into. So let's come back to that particular thing which we were talking about, right? If I'll not be providing him facilities, how will he come up with his competences? How he comes to know whether I am good in this thing or that thing? If I'll be providing him facilities for 2, 3 or 4 years, after, you can say, spending some time, he comes to know, no, mama, I have that capability. I can go further.
Right.
Go ahead. After 3 or 4 years, if he may be understanding the same, okay, mama, no, it's not my cup of tea. That was just for the hobby or interest. Let them decide now.
Right.
I feel like that is more important.
Yes.
If they will decide by their own, later on, they will definitely listen to you. They will listen.
Right.
They can reconnect your things. Okay, my mama guided me like this. They have given me time. They have given me 5 years. They have provided each and everything to me. But I feel like right now, it is not my cup of tea. It was just an interest only. I feel I need to shift to another thing. So if they will be doing by their willingness, they will be proving themselves, I think, everywhere, wherever they feel like.
Right.
So pressure, I don't feel like pressure should be there.
There should not be any pressure.
I never gotten any kind of pressure from my parents in my entire life. Never, ever.
So you have great parents.
Great, touch wood. I have great sibling as well. If we talk about my elder brother, his name is Anil Thapar.
Okay.
Right? He stood always with me. Always. Right now also.
Okay.
He's always there for me. If I'm sitting here just because of him.
Sure.
Yes, just because of him. And you can say my brother. And second one is my husband. He's very supportive. These 2 persons are there. Like, I feel like if these 2 would not be there, I would not be sitting here. And I'll not be doing anything what I'm doing right now.
So they encouraged you.
They always encourage me. Right now, also, if sometimes I feel like I cannot do this. So my husband would be saying that, okay, go ahead, you can do this. If we'll talk about the previous podcast, somewhere I was like, I should not go. He said, go ahead. You are getting the opportunity, just go ahead and just participate. You will be getting to know so many things about yourself only.
Right.
So my husband and my elder brother, like both are my pillars of my life, you can say.
Amazing.
So just without both of them, I can't feel like I'll be doing anything. So he has given me those wings. My brother has given me those wings. Okay, do whatever you feel like. And my husband, I got a partner. I feel like I'm lucky and blessed who has gotten this wonderful partner. Just because of him, I'm doing whatever I'm doing. Yes.
Now let's align it, or let's reconnect the things what you have confessed. You got a good brother and you got a loving and caring and supporting husband who don't get it, who don't have supporting brother, who don't have supporting parents, who don't have supporting partner. Like they are born in such a family where, like for example, let's have a common example of girls. Millions of girls are there who have a lot of dreams, visions, but their wings are clipped, right? They are not encouraged to actually fly in the sky because their parents say that, no, you stop yourself because you need to get married. You need to go. The moment they grow, their brothers dominate, their sisters dominate. And after that, the moment they get married, their husbands dominate that you need to be a housewife. So they sometimes, suppress all their emotions inside and they feel like कि मेरे साथ तो कोई है ही नहीं, मैं कैसे कर सकती हूँ?
Again, sir, parents' mindset.
Mindset.
Because they lived that life and they want to want the same life for their kids as well. We were unable to do these things. Why would we allow the similar thing to our kids? They will not be doing anything.
Right.
Again, those kind of orthodox mentalities. I feel like still we do have those kind of families who are coming up with these things. No, a girl should not study.
Right.
They need to become a housewife only. Bye. If sometimes we're talking about we need to go to Mars, we're living in 21st century, we're talking about technical things.
Right.
Our GDP is at fourth largest economy.
Yes.
Someday we're talking girls should not. Why? Again, either you want to use smartphone, you want to keep 17 Pro Max in your pocket and you do not allow your sister to study. What is this?
Painful.
Just if you want to go with the technology or go with those things, just go with everything now. Do not go with one thing.
Very good point. Very good.
Otherwise, just go sit and just use that keypad phone.
Exactly.
You want everything.
Yes. Yes.
You want to do everything as per the modern society.
Right.
But you will not allow the same thing to your sister. Why? That's not fair. She has also gotten one life.
Right.
She wants to do something. Right. I don't say it again, it's a mindset, sir. That those kind of mentalities should not be there actually. Because you're suppressing somebody, you're not suppressing one. Again, the similar thing will be happening in her kids as well. She will be doing the similar thing with her kids also. Then it will become a chain.
You're killing the dreams of many generations.
Many generations. So that change should not be there. There should be somebody who will not be continuing these things. See, you need to take your stand. I feel so. Taking your stand is really important. If you will not be taking your stand, nobody is going to speak for you. No one will come and speak for you.
So when there is no support, you be your own support.
Yes, you have to.
Right. Otherwise, you will be broken.
Yes.
That's true.
People are waiting for that moment.
People are waiting.
People are waiting for your weakness.
Right.
They know you have 100 qualities, right? When they find that one loophole, they will just start triggering you over that. Unless you will not be here, they will keep saying you unless you will not be there.
That's true. That's true. That's the harsh reality of
Harsh reality.
Right. Now, I have one more question as you train students. So, let's just drive our vehicle to one gender, that is girls actually, right? When girls step out of their hometown to any other city, metropolitan city to just study or to secure a job, proper career, what are your messages? What are your suggestions for those girls? What kind of mentality should they have? What type of, preparation they should do? And how should they live and survive after stepping out of their hometown?
There can be two conditions, sir. Once they're stepping out for study, second they're stepping out for their career. There are two different circumstances only. If we talk about being a student, I feel like initially if you're stepping out for the very first time, you need to come and stay in hostel only. So you need to get some exposure. Unless you will not be getting that exposure, I don't feel like you can survive in a new city. Secondly, if we talk about a person who is doing a job and again stepping out for the very first time, check out your surroundings. Where are you living? With whom you are living? Where are you working? So having those kind of knowledges are really important. You need to just check upon each and everything.
Right.
Who is coming? Like, well, say I'm staying in this building. So what kind of people are already living there? Right? So that is really important.
Right, right. There is one misunderstanding goes like when any girl comes from a rural background or any boy comes from rural background when they step into city, so वो हर मुस्कुराते हुए चेहरे को मोहब्बत समझते हैं और हर देखती हुई निगाहों में वो एक जुर्रत समझते हैं. So it's like it goes beyond their thought, beyond their environment, and they get trapped into this. Either they just they get triggered और दे गेट फ्लोड इनटू इट कि ठीक है मुझे वो भी देख रहा है ये भी देख रहा है, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो मेंटली बहुत लाइट हो जाते हैं और दे फ्लो. हाउ टू स्टॉप, हाउ टू कंट्रोल फॉर दिस एग्जैक्ट?
For the similar things, sir, again, I'll say family plays a vital role in this.
ओके.
Right? If I'll say you have studied in co-education school.
मी
I'm just giving one example. If a person who has studied in co-educational school, right? Maybe that person would be understanding these and these things are just effectuations,
राइट
right? Not more than that, just attraction. Today you have with somebody, tomorrow you will not be having with that person. So you need to understand from your basics home, right? From your schooling home. If parents have already guided these things in a, you can say, good way, again they will not be getting into or they will not be going with this flow. They do understand these things because these things are temporary only. These are not permanent things. It will remain for a week. After that, a new person will be there. Again, similar thing will happen. It will remain for another week only. You need to understand. Again, you will be understanding these things from your basics only, from your parents. I am from a very small town. You never heard a name of my small town if I'll talk about.
व्हाट्स दैट?
It's like Mandi Ahmedgarh.
मंडी अहमदगढ़.
It's in Sangrur district
ओके.
near Malerkotla. It's a small town. Like the population is almost 50,000 only, not more than that.
ओके. ऑफ द
Yes.
डिस्ट्रिक्ट.
That my small town.
ओके. ओके.
Yeah. So it's all about you, how you take care of yourself. I studied there only till 12th. I have did my graduation from Ludhiana only, right? So after that, my brother supported. You need to do your post-graduation, go ahead. Every family member was like, I'm from a hardcore business family. Right? Hardcore business. They were like, you've already done your graduation. There is no need to study after this. But he was there, no, if you want to study, go ahead. Just because of his will, like I was doing my post-graduation. So again, family. If family will be supporting you in that way also, I don't feel like you will getting any chance to go with those kind of flows where you will not be getting those kind of senses, what to do or what not to do.
So you did your post graduation from Ludhiana or Chandigarh?
Oh, Chandigarh.
You came to Chandigarh, right? So you were in hostel here.
No.
Now, 3 to 4 last questions I'll be asking, just, because I deal also with the students. So I have seen so many students that they are so much isolated, right? They're like very close. They're eating, they're swiping, right? They are just, they have they have locked their rooms. They're not stepping out of it. And they don't talk to anyone. They don't approach anyone. Like they are being isolated. They're being lonely. They are being hollow. They are being broken. And they're being stressed out. How to break this barrier? कि पढ़ाई का मतलब सिर्फ रूम में बंद करके खुद को उसमें लीन नहीं करना है, but it is also important to step out, socialize, connect, smile, and show enthusiasm towards the society and the people. How do you see this?
We see one thing, that student is locking him or herself in the room. Have you seen the other sides? Why he is doing that? What kind of pressure he is already facing? Maybe if he will be talking to his parents, parents will be coming up with, when will you get your job? If you'll be come up with your friends, they will be asking, what is your relationship status? If you'll be talking about social media, are you not posting on social media? So many things are there he's tackling already. Again, if he's locking himself in a room, so he needs somebody to talk, who can sit with him, who can counsel him, who can talk regarding his problems, what kind of problems he is facing. So behind, again, one smile, there are so many other things which we are not actually talking about.
Right.
We need to talk about these things. I feel like students have multiple things in their mind. The fear of that rejection. If I'll not be getting this placement, what will happen? Again, I need to listen from my parents. We have invested already 12 lakh or 15 lakh rupees on you. again that pressure is also there.
Right.
What they are supposed to do. Like I have seen that data where we come to know out of every 10 student, 6 were already facing the depression issue, mental issue. Can you imagine? Out of 10, 6 are already facing these things.
Right.
Right?
Right.
If we'll talk about those quota, multiple suicides were there every year. Nowadays also, because no one is talking with their kids. Parents are sending them to quota, just do your preparation for the need these kind of exams. But what about their mental condition? They are studying for 20 hours per day, taking only 4 hours of sleep. Can you imagine? Can you? I don't feel like I can even imagine. So again, that's why I ask my student, sit. If you need time, come to my cabin. We will talk on these things. We need to talk. We need to understand. We need to tell them. Talking about these things is very important. Nobody is talking about these things. Everyone is just going behind. When will you get your job? What kind of interpersonal skills are you having? Right? What kind of degrees are you doing? Degree is just a piece of paper.
Right.
Degree will not be deciding your future, will not be having your mental health or physical health. What you'll be doing with your degree even? If you have taken your degree from IIMs even, you're not able to do anything. So multiple things are there, sir, behind that.
Now let's talk about one thing like preparing for UPSC, preparing for NEET, for JEE, for IIT, right? So there is a great and deeper, competition, like neck to neck competition. So students tend to study 20 hours, they have to study 20 hours, or they're pushed, they're pressurized to study 20 hours. Whose fault is here? Is it just it is required to study, or is just because of the pressure of a teacher or a parent they study?
So if I'll talk about the education system of India, it's like this only.
Okay.
Unless you will not be studying for 20 hours, you will not be clearing this exam. So that's why you have to study for 20 hours.
Right.
Have you seen? I have seen one recent clip regarding the topper of JEE. A recent clip was there regarding that student. He was unable to look at people even.
Yes.
He was so like gloomy kind of a person, sitting like this and looking like this only. So I feel like, what about your personality?
Right.
You have cleared your JEE,
Right.
right? You have topped in that particular exam. What about your life? You're unable to talk. You're so much introverted. I feel like what I have read about him, he has locked himself for 2 years in his house only. He never been to any place. He never socialized with his friends.
Right.
Why? I understand you're giving your 100%, but it doesn't mean you need to spoil your entire other things also. You need to come up with now take out the mental pressure or mental health of that student. No one is talking about that. It's getting, I feel like we need to come up with counseling sessions for the students. If we do have 7 to 8 lectures in a day, one lecture should be there for the counseling also. So we can talk about these things. Students feel like, okay, somebody is there to talk to us, with whom we can share. They can't share these things with their parents. They can't share these things with their friends. They can't share these things with siblings, because multiple things are there which cannot be shared with the family. So they need somebody who is a stranger, but with whom they can talk.
Right, that's true. So he, he succeeded to secure AIR1, but again, he lost his personality. He lost himself.
Yes.
He lost that fun. He lost that happiness. I think this happens with so many other students.
It does.
Right? So in the end of this podcast, I want to understand that what are your suggestions for those students that should they take care of their personality while strengthening and empowering their academic, while just doing hard studies, or they should only study first, they should secure a proper rank and job, then they should take care after their personality.
Sir, see, everything goes with hand in hand, if I'll say. Yes, everything goes like this only. If we'll be putting 100% things in one thing only, in that particular time, you will not be investing, you will not be taking care of your health. So you will be ruining your health too. Right? So you need to come up with the proper management of these things. If I need to put my 80% efforts in these things, I need to keep 20% for myself. Where I'll be investing my time in my interest, right? In my mental health, I'll doing yoga, joining gym, you can say going out with my friends. Again, friends are really important. Really important, I feel.
Right.
Because this particularly for mental health, for their peer pressure again, if I'll say, if you have good friends in your life, I don't feel like you will never be having any kind of stress on your mind. Spending half an hour with your friends in a day, I feel like you will be completing your day with good things only.
Right. So make friends.
Make good friends.
Make good friends.
Good friends. So with whom you can talk, whatever problems you are facing, they will be available. They should be available for you. If you're calling somebody at 2 a.m., if somebody is there, then you can say that, okay, he is my friend. He was available at that point of time and I was needing somebody. Right? So these kind of friends should be there.
Now, in the end of the podcast, I want you see the people and give them message. The students who are watching you right now, what are your heart-touching messages that you want to give? And you have to give in 2 languages. One in English, another in your own language, that's Punjabi, right? So let's initiate and let's do it. Speak your heart out for the students, whatever you want to say.
First of all, if I'll be saying in English only, give yourself some importance. Giving importance to yourself is equally important. You are the priority of your life. Try to invest some time in yourself too, right? If you'll not be investing your time with yourself, you will be lacking multiple good things from your life on, right? Invest some time in yourself, love yourself, prioritize yourself, do what you like in your life. That's what I want to say to my students in English. Now, if it comes to Punjabi, ਆਪਣੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਜੀਣਾ ਸਿੱਖੋ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਲਈ ਜੀਣ 'ਚ ਕੁਝ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਰੱਖਿਆ ਆਪਾਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਜ਼ਿੰਦਗੀ 'ਚ ਸਭ ਕੁਝ ਇੰਪੋਰਟੈਂਸ ਦੂਜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਚਲੋ ਆਪਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਆਪਣੇ ਬੱਚਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਲਈਏ ਆਪਣੇ ਘਰਦਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇ ਲਈਏ ਬਟ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਕਦੋਂ ਦਿਓਗੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਨੂੰ ਟਾਈਮ ਦੇਣਾ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਆਪਣੇ ਇੰਟਰਸਟ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖਣਾ ਵੀ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ ਹੈ ਅਗਰ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਦਾ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖੋਗੇ ਮੇਬੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਆਪਣੀ ਮੈਂਟਲ ਹੈਲਥ ਦਾ ਵੀ ਧਿਆਨ ਰੱਖੋਗੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਹੈਲਦੀ ਰਹੋਗੇ ਮੈਂਟਲੀ ਵੀ ਫਿਜ਼ੀਕਲੀ
Amazing. ਤੁਸੀਂ healthy ਰਹਿਣਾ ਚਾਹਤੇ ਹੋ ਤੁਸੀਂ healthy ਰਹਿ ਲੋਗੇ but you have to just maintain yourself. That was, I think, amazing podcast. I think the best thing that you speak your heart out.
Yes.
And I love it, right? It was again non-scripted podcast,
non-scripted
right?
yes
You don't have any script or
no
any
nothing
script, right?
was there
No paper, no diary, nothing.
nothing
So I think you also enjoyed it.
Yes, I do. I feel like somebody is there who is listening to me.
So mostly I think though you're not heard and listen.
No, I have heard. Basically, we come up with those things where we need to follow one proper symmetry in the university only. We need to go with the syllabi. We cannot talk about anything else beyond those things. Although we share our experiences too, but here I feel there are only 40 students who generally listen to me, but here more than 40.
Exactly.
In our previous podcast, there were more than 13,000 people who were there.
Exactly.
At least they come to know what kind of things we need to carry. See, everyone will not be getting these kind of chances, what I feel. If I am getting, I need to come up with those things which people need to think. Right? If somebody who will be getting influenced by me out of 13,000, one only, I'll be more than happy. So at least I have seen somebody's mindset, right? So they can come up with more optimistic things in their life. So they'll be giving more freedom to their kids.
Right.
So they can come up with more, you can say, good things in their life.
Right. Amazing actually. Great message you have given, and it was a fantastic talk and conversation that you did. I think more parents are going to shift their mind from pressurizing to strengthening their kids and children, as you have strengthened and empowered your 2 kids, one in 8th standard, one is 3rd standard, right? And that's amazing actually. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, out of this podcast, what Ratna ma'am has shared, that you all need to be mentally strong. You need to have good friends in your life. Don't be a Hitler parent. Be actually an encouraging parent, supporting parent, and friendly parent. Also, whenever there is a phase in your life or bad moment in your life, calm yourself down. Take another step. Take a turning point in your life and resolve your problems by yourself. Because the world is waiting for the exact bad moment where the world wants to laugh at. Because जिस पर जग हंसा है, उसी ने इतिहास रचा है. संघर्ष में इंसान अकेला होता है, सफलता में दुनिया उसके साथ होती है. जो कुछ हासिल करता है इस दुनिया में, अक्सर उसी की बात होती है. So that is what Ratna ma'am is talked about, because she deserves it and she has talked in a good way. Thank you very much, and thank you so much everyone for listening to this amazing podcast. God bless you.